Hi everyone, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Story Reckless, where we will continue our story inside of this mysterious mansion. Olive is just joining us. Wow, that was perfect timing. I clicked on the thing and it made the little, yeah, that was really perfect timing. But yeah, some very quick intros here.
Wait, are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, like as you sat down.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if you were gonna be coming super late or right on time. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to say. I was about to say that Olive would be joining us late because they had something they had to do attend to. So, but yeah, perfect timing. As
we were talking about feelings. It's a house.
Ooh, I hope that went very well.
Yeah.
Often productive.
But yeah. Anyways, quick intros. I know that most of you watching already know the spiel, but this is, we're gonna be professional here. So yes, I am Nathan. I am the DM. I use he/him pronouns, and I will be playing all of the characters on this show that are not our main characters. And we will start with intros with our characters. So, Claire, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I'm Claire. My pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Quidam.
And my name is Olive. I use they and her pronouns, and I am playing Lovelace, a centaur barbarian.
Ooh. And yeah, for a quick calibration again, for those of you that have watched previous streams, centaur, but small centaur, about the size of a small motorcycle.
Welsh pony.
Or Welsh pony. Yeah. Is it Welsh or well?
It's definitely Welsh.
Welsh.
Welsh,
Okay.
as in from Wales.
Yeah. Cool. So, quick little recap. Last time on Story Reckless, as Quidam and Lovelace continue to explore this mansion that seems to be in some sort of interdimensional space, they encountered a small demon which wreaked havoc with them and fled into a, well, as Claire put it, an unfortunate storage room full of evil pickles. Lovelace, pursuing, went into this room, and the demon proceeded to throw jars onto the ground, releasing the contents into the room, which revealed crawling hands and a strange tadpole thing, which all were attacking Lovelace as the demon turned invisible and fled, escaping the grasp of our heroes. After the battle and being quite injured, they found another room that appeared to be where this demon perhaps was summoned. There was a summoning circle with a pentagram and the smell of sulfur in the air. They then went back into the laboratory where they had started to lick their wounds and proceeded to take a short rest. And Lovelace expressed some suspicion about Irony, their tiefling guide, who unfortunately ended up in this mansion with them inadvertently, just as they ended up in here. And they are trapped within, trying to figure out how they are going to get out. So, with that, I think that we can resume our game. So, Quidam and Lovelace, what would you like to do as you're sitting in the quiet of this laboratory, the scent of kind of chemicals and acidic substances in the air that kind of burn your nose a little, and you can see all these scorch marks on the ground, which Irony revealed that perhaps whoever was living here, reading through the notes, seems that they were trying to transmute materials into gold. They also found a series of strange figurines with wings, winged figurines, one of which looked very lifelike, about the size of a squirrel, not in the resemblance of the little imp figurine that Quidam has, and said, well, Quidam, you recognize these were homunculi. Sure, little wizard companions. But anyways, as you sit in this quiet room, what would the two of you like to do?
Lovelace, I want to be not whispering, but I don't want Irony to overhear.
Yeah.
Lovelace, I want to apologize for earlier. I did not mean to snap at you in the courtyard like I did. That was uncalled for, and I apologize.
Accepted, given our present circumstances. I'm glad they let us keep our weapons at least.
Very grateful for that. Was not expecting to use them, but
I kind of was. But you know me.
Well, yes, I do, I suppose, but I don't actually think we're actually breaking any rules, though. If this actually is a demi-plane of some sort, that means that we're actually nowhere near Candlekeep, and so we are not doing violence in Candlekeep.
Seems like a hell of a loophole. If you had issue with anyone, you could just bring them into a demi-plane and do whatever you want, and Candlekeep would just turn a blind eye.
Maybe. We could point it out to them on our way out.
I'm sure it's convenient for them for cleaning up their own messes. So I would be surprised if they appreciated us pointing that out.
Maybe. We could try it and find out.
Maybe after we've concluded our business here.
Well, yes, this is all assuming that we live to tell the tale, as it were. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. God's all bless us.
Do you have any ideas? What's our next move? We have a malevolent demon of some sort.
Right.
That would see us dead.
Yep. I think we should go back upstairs and see if we can't find like a back door or something. Whether that be magical or mundane. Or maybe whoever lives here, it would be nice if they were around and happy to escort their unexpected visitors out. But that might be hoping for a little too much.
Given the state of that dead body of Matreus on the way in, I doubt anyone else is around.
Yeah, I don't know. My fear is that if someone is around, they're the one who's controlling the demon, and they're not exactly friendly.
Well, one way to find out, I suppose.
Yep. These empty books, and I'll pull out the eye book. Do you have any idea? Maybe I'm just doing the person thing and finding patterns where there aren't actually none, but keep an eye out for more of these. So far we've got
Yeah,
two.
could you remind me what these books look like and what?
Yeah.
You got the portrait of this bearded human fella on the front with the pointy beard. Was it black leather with gold embossing?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. And Irony pointed out that the figure is a very famous wizard named Mordenkainen.
Right.
So these are blank. Is it because they haven't been written in yet? Has the text been stolen off them? There's something odd about the books back in Candlekeep. Yes? Like, you mentioned something about somebody being trapped inside the text, and that just seems like book magic might be going around.
No, I agree. I don't know. These aren't magical, or at least they weren't showing up as magic when I did my little spell back there. It's really cool, isn't it? I get excited about it sometimes. But yeah, as far as I can tell, these are just empty journals.
That doesn't do us a lot of good.
No.
But I'll keep an eye out. There are some more papers on the desk upstairs.
That's true. We didn't look through everything. You want to go back up and look?
Hopefully the creature hasn't interfered with them. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
And so Lovelace kind of like stands up, adjusts the bandages that she has put on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Like that weird tadpole thing chewing on her tummy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was bad. Bad times.
And the claw marks on your face. Yeah.
The ointment is still there.
Yeah.
I'll pick up Gutweed. Put him on my back. Pick up my pike and let's head out.
Yeah, and Irony's just still like perusing these papers and reading through whatever's there. It's as you start to leave the room, they seem to get a bit distracted and go, right, are we leaving? Going to a new room?
We figured we might as well keep looking for something to help.
Yes, we'd like to figure out if there's some way to get out of here.
Exactly.
I unfortunately am not as gifted as my superiors. Some of them know magics that allow for communicating across planes, and I just haven't quite gotten there yet.
That is entirely normal, actually.
Well, a high pressure place like this, surrounded by a lot of people that are really talented. I was hoping I would be there at this point, but I'm not. Oh.
Lovelace is going to roll her eyes and walk towards the door.
Okay. So as you roll your eyes and head for the door and open it, heading out into the hall, Irony will fall in behind.
I'll take up the rear.
Okay, yeah. Where would you like to head to? You're welcome to do, one at a time. That works great. But if
the stairs.
up the stairs, okay, I will move you up there. Since it's and I'm sorry, I removed control from the cat.
I noticed
because I realized that when I gave you control of the cat, that if there theoretically were other cats on the map, that you would see everything.
There's more cats?
That you could
Wait,
see
are you saying?
No, I'm just saying theoretically, if there were
what are their names? I want to meet them.
If there were to see
We
in
gotta
theory,
get to more rooms.
in theory, if there were more cats, or if I happened to move that cat into another room, that it would reveal things to you that maybe I don't want you to see yet. So, all right. I have moved you back upstairs to the stairs. As you, yeah.
That's a dead body. And another cat, or is that Gutweed?
That's Gutweed. That's Gutweed.
Yeah.
Before I close the door behind us on the alchemy lab,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a look around all the shelves.
Yeah.
Covered in all of their expensive reagents and resources. And close the door.
Okay.
Take them! What are you doing?
Did you keep the one the galling reagent?
Absolutely. And so Lovelace is having that.
Okay.
lead the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. And that is, with irony present, it is still like pulsing inside of the little vial. All right. Yeah. So as you head up the stairs,
It's very Ripley, like with the motion detector.
And as you head up these wooden stairs, Lovelace, you do see that the door, the secret door, it is closed. But you can see there's very clearly a handle to pull, and as you pull it, it opens up into the study once more. And yes, you do see the dead body of Betrayus there on the ground, as well as all the books that have been strewn out in this room. Many of them have deep claw marks in them, paper shredded. And there is the one note sitting on the desk that has blood splatter on it that said "Welcome." But other than that,
We maybe should have read that first.
It's up to you. You don't have to
There was
read
a
it.
cat.
You do not have. There was a cat, and you
There
do
was a
not have to
cat.
read it. But I'm just pointing. These are the key elements in the room. Unless you decide to explore something more, maybe there's something more. But you'll never know. So, what would you like to do as you step into this room?
Lovelace is guarding the door and kind of like waiting for Quidam to, I don't know, take the
I wanna-
initiative.
Arrange Matreus in a slightly more dignified position.
Yeah. How do you arrange them, and where do you put them?
Well, we've got a desk here in the corner, right?
Over here. Yeah.
Is it long enough that it would fit him?
It's a very good question. I don't think it would quite. It would probably fit. Like you'd have to scrunch.
I don't know if I want to drape him necessarily.
No. Oh, I see. You want to put him on top of the desk.
Right.
Yeah, I mean the legs would probably be off the side like that, but it
All
wouldn't.
right, I'll just roll him onto his back on the floor
Okay.
and arrange his clothing so it looks tidy and close his eyes
Yep.
if I can.
Yeah. So you lean down and pull the body over. It's very stiff as it onto the carpet, and you do see the eyes are just open, and you gently pull them down. They're also quite stiff, and yeah. But do you want to put his hands in a certain way, or
Not
just-
necessarily.
Okay.
Just like down by his sides or across his belly or something. I don't want.
Virus and threat protection, everybody. Hope nobody, I think everybody saw that. Yeah, so sorry, I had a Windows notification go off and it was like very loud.
Oh.
Damn Windows. Okay, so yeah, you arrange Matreus, and he is now there on the floor, eyes closed. Lovelace standing by the door. Anything else you would like to do? Okay. Lovelace?
Claire really wants to pick up the piece of paper and read it.
I know. Quidam doesn't actually know
Quidam?
about it. Yeah.
Doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
Lovelace is going to say, there are some more papers on that desk.
And as...
And I mentioned them downstairs, didn't I?
You did,
thought
yeah,
that's what I
you did.
There were
Yeah.
papers, but
Yeah.
like
But-
there are
Right.
many
Lo-
papers.
Lovelace, when you say that, I'm assuming you nod your head towards the desk with the one.
I think I
Page.
point with my spear.
Okay, point your spear
Oh.
towards it.
All right. I'll go look at the papers.
Okay. Looking at, so on the desk there are you can see that some of the books have been knocked off, but there are a few little books stacked up that seem to be nice, like little like storybooks, like novels. And then next to it is this piece of paper which is a little off kilter, and there is a bit of blood spattering across it, but in very big black ink across the top it does say welcome, and below it there is more written in common. Do you want to read it?
I do.
Okay. Looking down at it, it says, "Please make yourself comfortable while in my home. If you wish to leave, simply speak the command word. Oh, but darling, let's make a game of it. The command word is hidden throughout my mansion on the spines of 7 books. Please feel free to explore and enjoy the food prepared by the cooks in the kitchen. However, for your own safety, please don't venture into any hidden rooms you may find. Have fun. Much love, Fistandia."
Vestandia?
Fistandia. I know F's sometimes. Fistandia. I can put it in chat if you like for proper spelling.
All right, so we're playing Hangman.
Who are we hanging?
Ideally, not ourselves, nor anyone else. Well, we have 2 books.
Oh god, sorry. Just tiny Valkyrie in chat. The cats didn't eat the eyeballs. they said, "Oh good, the cats didn't eat the eyeballs." Yeah, no eyeballs have been eaten. Anyway, back to the story. I had to mention that.
We have 2 letters, B and I. I think we carry on. What's the name of that orb that kings are always painted holding? I'm thinking, we got scepter to get in here. Maybe we got an orb thing to get out, or, well, it's not crown, or tiara, or...
I don't know what it, do you know it? Because I don't know what you're referencing. I feel like Irony would know, but what is the orb you're referencing?
Then in portraits of various royalty, you'll sometimes see them holding like a gem encrusted globe, often with a little cross at the top.
Yeah. It's like a little. Isn't it like an egg
grenade?
Fabergé egg? Is it a Fabergé egg?
No. That was
Somebody.
a specific thing.
Winged Scribe said Globus Cruciger?
Whoa.
I don't know. Well, anyways, I don't know. But yeah, I already goes. Honestly, I just don't know. There's Fabergé eggs, but I don't think that's what royalty uses. I have to look this up when we get back. Guys,
What?
Nathan, wikis. What the hell is this?
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Anyways, I already doesn't know. So.
All right. Neither do I. So we're fine. Let's go left.
Okay. So Lovelace, would you like to exit the room?
Yeah, and
Hey.
I will turn to the left.
Okay, so
Lovelace
exiting
is
the
left.
room. Got it. So walking down this hall, with. I wanted to look something up really quick. Before you continue moving. So, you walk down this beautiful hardwood floored hall with oil lamps lining the wooden walls. And to your left, as you continue down, you can see wooden stairs heading up into a second story of the building. Directly to your left, there's another door that's slightly left ajar, and as you start trotting towards it, let's see what your passive perception is.
Oh no.
Mine's decent.
Oh, you both have pretty good passive perception scores. Cool. As you start trotting towards it, you start getting scents and whiffs of spices and delicious smells of food and coming through the doorway itself, and there's a bit of a warm light within there. And further down, you can see there is another door at the far end of the hall, which is also left slightly ajar, and there looks to be almost a bit of sunlight perhaps coming through. There's bright light coming through that door. There are, as far as I know, there's no windows in this big hallway that you're in. So, yeah. What would you like to do? You have the door to your left, or the door directly in front of you, or the stairs.
Lovelace glances back at Quidam.
Let's check the kitchen. We were told that we were welcome there. I'm not going to eat anything. That note's rather creepy. But let's stick our heads in and see if we can't find a book.
Okay.
Seems good a place as any. And then
Open the door.
Open, like, push it open with the pike.
Okay. Let me find the kitchen. Okay, so you pop open this heavy wooden door with iron banding, and within you can see there is a large iron stove which takes up one wall, and it is filled with tables and racks lined with hanging pots, pans, cooking utensils, and everything is actually quite clean in here. And down in the far corner of the room, you see all of these ceramic bowls with different little paintings painted on them. There are 8 of them total. 4 are filled with various levels of water, and the other 3 have little bits and scraps of something crusted on the inside. But you see that at one of the bowls right now, as you walk in, a little tail flicking, and a cat down there.
Kitty.
And it's eating something, and it kind of looks up at you, looking towards you. And as so this is what you see. What would you like to do?
I drop my guard.
Okay.
Hey,
Spear goes down.
Hey there, little buddy. And then kind of like crouch down and approach the center of the room and be like, hey, psst, psst, psst.
Okay. And Gutweed climbs up on your shoulder and looks down at this cat and kind of goes, go ahead and make an animal handling check.
I would love to. Animal handling, that's +4. 14.
14. This cat comes trotting up to you, and then pushes its head into your hand, and they kind of do that arch thing and start looking back at you, and then kind of try to bite your hand as you're petting, but they seem to be enjoying it. And they also have a little collar and a little brass tag.
What's your name there, little buddy?
This... Okay. By the way, I did not come up with these names. I wish I did. Looking down at the name of this cat, it is... I don't know how to pronounce this. Karahine? Karahine?
That's a lot less punchy than Gutweed.
I know, it's way less punchy than Gutweed. Karahine.
Karahine.
Yeah. Nah, it's liver shrub. Okay, so yeah, you look down and on the brass collar it says liver shrub.
Hargeen, that's liver shrub in Centaur.
Yes. It's Sylvan.
Remember-
You speak Sylvan, right?
Sylvan. Oh yeah, boom, Sylvan.
Yeah, it's Sylvan. It's liver shrub in Sylvan.
There's a theme here, and I don't know if I like it, but I
I
appreciate
like
it.
liver shrub.
Oh my god. So Gutweed is up on your shoulder while you're petting Liver Shrub, who's just kind of... And Liver Shrub is a small ginger cat with these piercing green eyes. And yeah, every time you're petting them, they kind of...
Piercing damage.
And then they lay down on their belly.
I pet the belly. I fall for the trap.
You start petting the belly, and then they just and grab onto your arms.
Oh, hey there. Okay.
You
That was
start
maybe
to
a little
lift
too
up.
much.
They start like coming up with you as you're lifting your arms.
Okay.
And then you pull their arm off, and they kind of flop down. Get up.
Okay. Oof.
Gutweed on top is just like
I deserve that.
and starts rubbing
You're right.
their head on your neck. As this is happening, though, you hear the door to your left. There's another door leading to a smaller, to a room, and it opens, and you hear the fluttering of wings.
I check the goal.
You quickly look down at it as you hear this fluttering of wings, and it's very faintly just kind of in the direction behind you. And this fluttering of wings comes into the room. And hold on.
Flying kitties?
Flying kitties. Flying through the door comes a very strange looking creature that flies in, and you see this. God, it's. Well, actually, Quidam, you'd probably be the one to see it because Lovelace, you're down in the corner.
I'm trying to extricate my arm.
Yeah, you're down in the corner dealing with
fun.
Cat. And you're looking down at that reagent as you hear the fluttering of wings behind you. And Quidam, you see this door open as this small squirrel-sized creature flies in.
Oh.
Kind of big floppy ears, strange little bat wings, 4 limbs, 2 arms, 2 legs, as it flies in, and then it lands gently on the table behind Lovelace. And behind it, you hear another set of as another creature comes flying in. Same look. This one is a little smaller, the eyes a bit bigger, ears a little more floppy. And these 2 creatures land on the table, and they look up at all these people in the room.
Hello, Lovelace. We have company.
And they both bow deeply towards you and sit up, and one of them goes,
Yes, welcome. I am Coriander.
"And I am Kiernan," as the other one bows.
And we are we're the chefs of this kitchen and this abode, and we haven't had guests here in so long.
Yes, Kuman, please. So, you must be an honored guest of Fistandian, yes?
Unexpected guest, certainly, and I will half bow, half curtsy, kind of awkwardly with my spear, at both of them.
Okay. And by the way, I need to do this. You half curtsy with your spear towards them. And Coriander, Coriander kind of,
Oh, yes.
and Kumi goes,
We have new people here. Are you hungry?
Yes, would you like something to eat? We could fasten up a meal for both of you. By the way, Quidam, lovely to meet you. And you there, the big one, what is your name?
My name's Lovelace. Nice to meet you.
Lovely, pleasure.
Yes, it's so nice to meet you. But do you want some food?
and Irony comes walking in to see this as Coriander and Kumin look towards them.
Oh, There's more people here. Can you believe this, Quinn? We haven't had people here in ages.
I know, it's just the best thing ever.
Anyways, as we were saying, what's your name?
Irony, and I'm not going to talk to myself for this whole thing, so just doing this for a minute. But anyways, just had to throw that out there.
But yes, please. We would love to make you a meal. Perhaps a nice, fish salt broth with some pickled plum dumplings.
Oh, what about a black acorn soup with snow noodles?
Oh yes, that one's really good. No. Would you like some cream sourdough soup? We have a lot of soups here. What would you like?
I'm very grateful that you are so excited to make us food. Is Fistandia around? Might we speak with her as her guests?
Well, no, we haven't seen her in quite some time.
Yeah, it's been, I don't know, it's been so long since we've had any company in here, and, we don't know where she is.
Oh. When was the last time you saw her?
Oh, well, I don't know, actually. And to come to think of it, I haven't seen my master either. It's troubling, but hey, we're still here, and we're here to serve anyone who comes into this place. So please, food or something, yes? Or perhaps we could clean your clothes, or offer any services.
That's very gracious of you.
We didn't get a chance to eat before we came in. I mean, it'd be rude.
I mean, it is dinner time.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, okay, good. So, do you want the soup, or do you want some, what else do we have? A sandwich? I can make a sandwich, or some, a little crumble, a little dessert, maybe?
Oh yes, that might be good with a bit of some of that jelly to go with it. We'll just make everything.
Plums.
No, just wait here.
And they
that makes
go
you
flying
happy.
excitedly back into the back room, and you just hear jars and things moving around back there. And eventually they both come flying out, arms full of little sacks and jars, and they lay it down. One of them lights up the stove as it...
I would like to exit the room as they are doing this.
Okay. Which way would you like to go? There's the door behind you, which you entered, and there's a door to your right that goes somewhere.
I'm gonna go back out the way I came.
Okay. Yeah, you step out of the room. Lovely. So what would you like to do? Is the little cats are... One of them is weaving in and out of your legs, while the other one's just purring, nestled up on your shoulder. Gutweed and liver shrub. Yeah.
I guess just give a shout when things are ready. This looks really good.
We don't mind if we would love to hear stories.
We're gonna go take a look around. We haven't quite finished orientating ourselves, but we'll be back. Don't worry. This looks great.
Okay.
Okay, just, be back soon, we'll have this ready soon.
And they just busily are flying around the kitchen, cooking and preparing things, kneading dough and getting the oven ready. Yeah. You step out of the room.
Head out.
Okay. Gutweed hops off your shoulder and waddles over to one of the bowls and looks expectantly up at one of the homunculi and goes,
Aww.
and Coriander goes,
Oh, just one moment, Gutweed. We're serving our...
but they are going to be in the room waiting unless you want to scoop them up.
You've never fed Gutweed ever?
What? No, we
Gutweed
feed
is starving?
No, we feed them.
I mean, listen to that.
Okay, just one more.
And he flies in the back, comes out with a bunch of little bits of like scraps of meat and other things, and puts it in the bowl. And Gutweed immediately.
And with that, Lovelace will exit.
Okay. And Gutweed and Liver Shrub will be in there eating their little food. So, you are back out in the hall, hearing the sounds of cooking and the smells of food wafting through the door. What would you like to do next?
Lovelace, they are really hard to say no to.
They are. I am hungry, though.
I mean, I am too. Oh,
I'm rather ravished right now, to be honest. I was just about to go to dinner before this all happened.
fair. Let's go check out the sunlight, shall we? Maybe we
Okay.
can get a better look around the kitchen after they have fed us.
Okay. So if you head down the hall, continuing down these hardwood floors, Quidam, you can see to your left, just as you're approaching the doorway in front of you, there is another wooden door directly to your left that leads into some other room. Would you like to open the door that's kind of left ajar that's in front of you?
Yeah, where the sunlight is, or the natural light.
Okay.
And Lovelace still has the gall out and is
Yeah.
checking it.
The gall is still just behind, towards Irony.
How is Irony? Has he made any reaction towards that?
No, doesn't really seem to be bothered by it one way or the other.
I think Lovelace is kind of also like not holding it so he can see it super well.
Yeah, he seems to be fine with it. Just trying to move something and it's being dumb. There we go. Okay. As you open the door into this space before you, there's actually a number of things that you notice. Opening the doorway and stepping out into this area, you find yourself in an arboretum with open arched walls. You can see there are flowering shrubs and small trees that are strewn throughout this small little arboretum. And between the pillars looking out in front of you, where the sky would be, where the horizon would be, is just a swirling miasma of violets, blues, and purples, with glints of magenta and cyan, almost like glitter, just drifting lazily through the air that catches some sourceless light that is illuminating this strange swirling mass in front of you. And the sunlight looks like sunlight, and you look up and it is coming from these two globes that are just hovering in the air above this garden. And this arboretum has a very strong smell of blossoms and flowers. As you can see, the whole area is just littered with flowers and shrubs and various things. Yeah, so this is what you find yourself standing in as you step out into this area.
I take one step out and just stop and stare at these colors and shapes and just literally breathtaking beauty in front of me. Lovelace, look at this.
I think Lovelace is going to check the corners for threats.
Yeah.
Just do it real quick. Completely.
Make a perception check.
Cool.
Does it feel like we're floating?
14 again.
14. Looking around the space, you, as Quidam is almost in reverie at this beauty around them, you don't notice anything other than the flowers and the shrubs. And And as you're looking around, that scent of flowers becomes immensely strong. And you look to your left, and there's almost this imperceptible of like particles that flies through the air towards your face. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
I would love to, Nathan, just for you.
Yeah. Thank you. 4. You got a 4. Okay, hold on, I gotta look something up. Sorry, I should have been way more prepared for this. Can you roll a d6 for me?
Again, just for you.
Just for me.
1.
A 1, okay. Roll another, let me see. Roll a d8 for me.
Nathan, what rules are these? 3.
3, okay. 1, 2, 3, okay. 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 So as you look towards this beautiful cluster of flowers, of pinks, blues, and oranges just kind of poking out through this lush green, and this cloud of pollen drifts into your nostrils, and the smell is intense and sweet, and you feel this euphoric.
That's quite nice, actually.
Yeah, it's just like euphoria comes over you, and you think you say that, but Quidam, you just see Lovelace standing there staring at this brush, and then Lovelace, use all of your movement to move to the right, to east. So you start moving towards the little railing and kind of bump into it, just staring off into the miasma that is before you, and kind of come to a stop. Looking
I imagine
out.
the like kind of mental state of this being like when you're falling asleep and like you don't know if you say words or if you like dream words.
Yeah.
And you like can think about like getting up and then you don't.
And you don't. Yeah.
Like,
so.
Yeah.
And in fact, what's strange is that you thought you said that while you were looking at the flowers, and then a moment later you suddenly realize that you're just staring off into the miasma, and you don't remember how you. Why am I over here? Why am I so pressed up into the railing?
I guess I just paid attention to like Quidam pointed it out, and like I'm looking.
Yeah.
And
Quidam, make
nice.
a wisdom save for me as this smell of sweet just fills your nostrils.
24.
Yeah, you're fine.
You must smell a pleasant
You
smell.
smell a really pleasant smell. You do feel this nice feeling kind of come over you. Yeah, but you're fine.
You didn't make them roll any dice, Nathan.
Make who roll any dice?
Me.
Oh, yeah. Well, because they're fine. Yeah.
I would like. Is there a sensation of movement? Like, does it feel like the building itself is moving through this, or does it feel like it's weather and it's swirling about a stationary house, or something else?
Yeah. I guess make a perception check because you're trying to like sense your environment.
How's Irony doing?
Irony is just fascinated, looking out at the miasma, smelling the flowers. Yeah. What'd you get?
17.
17. Ooh, interesting. Yes. Okay. So as you focus on closing your eyes and trying to sense if this structure, is there any movement, you don't feel any. You open your eyes and you look out into the miasma and focus on the swirling cloud before you to see if there's any shift in the mass before you that's not just its natural flowing. And you don't get a sense that this structure is floating in any way. It seems to be solid. Like you don't have the sense of when you've been on a boat or on any wagon or anything like that. However, from behind you, you hear a little bit of a rustling in the leaves and the flowers, and you hear a faint and that's it.
This is a beautiful garden. And I just wait, still looking out into the miasma, but a lot more attention focused behind me now.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Lovelace. Well, I cast about for a book.
Yeah, looking around, you don't see any books, just this this beautiful garden. You do see off to, I forgot to mention, you do see off to the back, to the western side, that there are these large, beautiful windows that look into some sort of dining room. And within there, you can see a large table with what appear to be 6 chairs around it, and a single chair sitting off in the corner of the room. And the table seems to actually be, there's like numerous silverware just set on it. Lovelace, make another wisdom save for me.
18.
Once more, you see this pollen kind of drift past you, and this lovely scent fills your nostrils, but nothing happens. And then you hear something behind you, a little bit of a rustling and a...
That is something that Lovelace would like to swing around and like pay a lot of attention
Okay,
to.
make a perception check as you swing around.
Oh,
in that
I get to move again? That's great.
Yes,
That's
you can move.
That's
You
just
can move.
fantastic. Just only 13 though.
13, okay. Oops. Yeah. Looking back, there's nothing. Just the flowers before you and those windows leading into the other room.
Did you hear something?
No, but I certainly would like to know who's taking such good care of these plants. I haven't seen anything this verdant in a long time.
Yes. These are magnificent. I lost myself for a moment. It felt like scanning.
Yeah, I'm all ears right now.
Okay, go ahead. Well, hold on. Let me do something first.
Oh.
Hold on. Sorry, my brain. Okay. Now I need to... Doing a lot of behind the scenes work right now, guys.
How many cats are there in this room?
So many.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I think we should rename them all according to our new cat naming
Absolutely.
system.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think I saw some suggestions in chat. What was it? Somebody
Excellent.
said...
No, save them. I
Okay,
wanna
okay,
learn them when
okay,
we find more
Okay,
cats.
but
When?
I need to know. But oh, I just saw one. Okay. Oh my god. Well, anyways, but as both of you are scanning, you suddenly see Irony just looking at these flowers and then just turn and start walking aimlessly into the balcony, and as well, like bumps into the column, kind of rubs his head. What happened? And Quidam, you hear once more, but very quiet, off in the corner over here.
Someone is having some fun with us. I must say that's extremely clever of them. I'll No, I'll just put a hand on Irony's shoulder. You all right there?
Yes. I was just admiring the flowers, and why am I over here? I bumped into that pillar. It was so weird. I must admit, I actually feel quite nice. But that was annoying.
Well,
How are you?
Fine. I mean, this is a beautiful space. I believe that we have some company, and are providing amusement for them. But no harm, no foul, right?
You think we have company?
I do, yes. Would you like to show yourselves?
Hold on, let me check something. As you're... Okay. As you're... go ahead and do a persuasion check for me, Quidam.
Persuasion, 16.
16. Okay. As you're saying that, you watch as Irony's sitting there, kind of like looking up, and then his eyes kind of glaze over once more, and you see down below his shoelaces suddenly on his boots, his bootlaces suddenly come untied and start to, and they weave together and tie together.
You know, that one might actually hurt him. I will let whoever is doing that finish, and then I would like to bend down and try and untie them.
Okay. You bend down. You bend down to untie them, and as you lean down and start untying the shoelaces, you hear a very small voice go, "No fun."
Can I? Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab at the voice.
Okay. Make a strength athletics check, I guess, at disadvantage. This is like a grapple check.
This is gonna be hilarious. Oh, all right. 14.
You reach towards where the sound of the voice is, and your hands clap on nothing, and you hear a and then a
I think Lovelace, is gonna just recklessly charge.
okay.
And I'm expecting this to go
which
badly.
direction?
There.
Like
And just
where
start-
where Quidam was reaching? Okay,
Yeah,
so it was
I want to escalate this.
yeah, it was over here behind this planter. So you will probably like barrel through the planter, kind of breaking a bit of the planter if you really try to push past Quidam.
Yeah, let's do that. It's just like, listen here, we don't appreciate being played with.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wait, hold on.
push past, and the bit of the wood like snaps, and the flowers kind of push to the side. And go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Oh. That's better than I wanted it to be. 18.
18. You just hear like a and a bit of flapping past you, and you hear something kind of onto the flowers just behind you, and you hear this small voice go,
You're so boring and stupid. Big ass.
and
I am a pony, not an ass.
And then Kadam,
Swing.
you hear from up on your right side,
Big ass!
you're gonna swing. Are you gonna try to grab, or are you gonna swing with
Yeah,
your
just
spear?
like ineffectually.
Okay, just make another athletics check with disadvantage.
Okay.
You're being unkind.
They're being unkind.
They're just having fun.
I rolled 11 twice.
Okay. Okay. You start flailing through the air and smashing into the flowers, which kind of, and once more you kind of hear something flip, flap out of your reach, with a.
Listen here.
And you're all hearing this now as Irony is just sitting there, glazed over, looking at the miasma.
I'm like being old man yells at sky.
Yeah. Hearing this.
I'm hungry. We don't want to be here. We're looking for some books. This is a very nice garden,
Yes.
but I don't like it.
Well, it is a nice garden. Yeah, it's really nice. Do you wanna maybe go for a bit of a walk?
Make another wisdom save for me. As another burst of particles go flying in your face.
It's higher than the first time.
Yeah? What is it?
5.
5. Okay, roll a d6.
4.
Okay, roll a d8.
5.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5. You start backing up to the south, just like turn around, glazy-eyed, feeling just great with yourself, and you walk straight
I
into
sure
the wall.
showed them.
Yeah, and as you're thinking this in your head, feeling wonderful, and then you just
Walk
right
off
into
out
the
of
wall,
here.
smashing your nose, and Kadam, you just hear.
Oh,
so
God.
And you watch Lovelace, you still feeling this kind of euphoric state. You feel something land on your shoulder. And what's your hair like?
It's really long and elaborately braided. Time has been put in.
One
to,
of
like,
the braids just and just
No!
comes undone, spilling down onto your back. Kadam, would you like to do anything?
No.
Okay.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
I'm just watching.
Okay.
Slightly amused. Trying not to let it show through.
Okay. You hear something land on the what do you call the thing that vines grow up? It's like made of
Trellis?
wood. Trellis. On the trellis next to you, there's these beautiful, looks like jasmine, little white flowers running up this trellis, and you hear something onto the brush there, and you hear a voice go,
just let me tie his shoes. Come on.
All right.
Okay. He's still a bit out of it. So, when I tie his shoes, can you just go behind him and just start pushing in the opposite direction? Just.
I will stand in front of him so he does not fall into the abyss.
Well, no. I just into the garden. Make him fall in the
Oh,
bush.
into the garden. Well, let's see what happens, and I'll go over to actually to move.
no, but you do
no.
see the shoelaces once more. You hear fly past you, and then the shoelaces start to tie together as Irony's just standing there looking out at the miasma. And you hear the little giggling of and the laces tie together, and then you hear,
Okay, now just push him.
If I push him, will you show yourself to me?
Okay, just you, but go in the corner over there so the ass doesn't see.
All right.
Uh,
And I'll give Irony a gentle push towards the house.
okay, you start pushing, and you know he just kind of starts swaying. And you have to put a little more pressure. It just starts, and then eventually he kind of
Irony?
takes a step, and just as he's snapping out of whatever was happening. Yes, and just face first into the flowers. Flowers and leaves just go up everywhere. And Lovelace, as you are coming out of your state with your braids coming down over your shoulders, you just hear surrounding you.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. That was so good.
I think Lovelace probably like turns and like in the half super state just kind of like stumbles up, but doesn't know that Irony has like fallen down, like didn't look down, and probably just like trips over Irony, like also into the rose bush.
Yeah, so yes, you turn around and just trip over Irony. Now you both into the, and then the laughter just increases even more. Just and Quidam, you feel something land on your shoulder, and whisper into your ear,
Okay, let's go over there in the corner and I'll show myself since you helped me out.
All right. I will leave my companions in a heap.
Yep.
And go over to a corner.
Okay.
Lovelace is just gonna like lie down and consider how she got into this situation, looking at the sky.
Laying there in the brush, your legs all like akimbo
like
in the air. Discombobulated. And as Quidam, you go step into the corner, you feel that whatever is on your shoulder, this light little figure resting there, and you look towards it, and suddenly materializing out of air with this little puff of like sparkly pink purple, orange glitter almost, just and resting on your shoulder is this tiny little creature, maybe again probably size of a squirrel is a good size to put it into comparison, with these beautiful orange and black butterfly wings coming off of a long, slender, lizard-like body with a little snout, and beautiful orange little frills coming up off of the spine, running down the neck, all the way down to the tip of the tail, with these bright yellow eyes, intelligent, curious, and just totally locked in on you, looking at you. And you can almost swear you see a smile curling up on the lizard-like face, with the little snout.
Thanks for helping.
Oh, you're very welcome. You are beautiful.
Oh! Really? I mean, I know.
Oh, yes. I ain't never seen nothing like you before.
Well, there's nothing else like me. Hey!
And next to you in front of the bush, you see another of orange glitter that as another one of these figures, this little creature appears on the bush next to you, kind of sneering at the one on your shoulder.
I'm hot too. Look at me.
And it starts like...
What does this one look like?
This one is
Same
also
coloration?
orange. Yeah, orange coloration with the kind of monarch butterfly wings coming off the back. But this one, let's see. This one around the eyes, it's like big black patches. So the yellow really stands out. Whereas the other one is just all orange around the snout and the eyes. And the black on the other one runs down the snout towards where the nose is. What would you like to do,
You
Quidam?
also are very beautiful.
Well, yeah, I know. It's, you know, this one over here is just, oh, I'm one of a kind. But I mean, look at me. I mean, look, I have these black patches on my. Look at that one. They don't have anything. Well, you know, look at my wings. They're so much bigger than yours. And besides, I was the one that tied those shoelaces, and I was the one that came up with the ass insult. No, that was me. I definitely was the one that said that. Quidam.
I'll let them finish.
Yeah, they bicker for a bit and then finish up.
do you all live here with Fistandia?
Oh yeah, Fistandia, we haven't seen her in ages, so we just kind of hang out here. And you know, honestly, we haven't had guests since forever, so this is like the best day ever. Although I think someone died. We heard some horrible sounds down the hall. But you know, whatever. We heard something run upstairs. But you know, we just like being in here. The rest of the house is kind of boring. A lot of books. Who wants books?
Well, what do you think about food?
Oh, you know, we go in the kitchen sometimes, get some. It's delicious, but it's kind of getting old. It's the same stuff. Coriander and cumin. Oh, look, here's the fairy dragons. We want to serve you. Oh, give me some more food.
Right.
You want some soup? There's so much soup. My God, there's a lot of soup.
We were given many options of soup, and they were very enthusiastic about giving it to us.
And Lovelace, you are now coming to and hear these little squeaky voices behind you.
I think I've come to for a while, and I'm just gonna chill. Like Dom's got this. Like I played my part.
Okay.
Just gonna hang out. If Irony starts to get up, Lovelace will be like, no, just
Who's?
hang out here.
What is? Sorry, really quick. I'm new to Twitch. What does it mean when someone's raiding with a party of 4?
I mean, somebody else's stream has ended, and everybody who's watching that stream is now here.
Oh, cool. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
That's so awesome. Hello. Nice to have you here. We're all very new to Twitch, so welcome. Cool. Anyways, so yes, sorry, I got really distracted by that. So Lovelace laying there listening to this conversation, just like, okay. Yeah.
Would you like some food? We've been invited to dinner, and well, the more the merrier, supposedly.
Maybe.
You don't have to. Just thought you might.
I mean, is there like, can we play some games while we eat? Something like that? Do you know any games?
I do know some games. I know some games and some stories and some songs.
Perfect. Yeah. Then let's go have some dinner together. That sounds great. Yeah. Maybe. Would you mind if we keep messing with those two over there though, like during dinner?
Well, they also want to eat. Is the thing.
Yeah, they can eat, but like, you know, what if we unscrew the salt, or you know, that's not gonna kill him, or there's and the one with the black around the eyes. Oh yeah, I think that there might be some bugs living in here. We could take the bugs and we could put them in the soup, grind them up. They wouldn't know, and then they'll eat the bugs, and it'll just be like really gross. And they're
Are bugs gross?
well, I think they're actually quite tasty, but I know that you people like you are like, ooh, bugs, ooh. No? You like bugs?
Well, I certainly don't mind them. I admit I don't like aphids on my roses, but I'm down for a fair few bugs.
What about dragons on your roses?
I ain't never had any dragons on my roses.
Well, I was asking if you like them though on your roses.
I've never experienced it, so I don't know.
Just okay, forget it.
Are you a dragon?
I'm a dragon. They asked if we're dragons. Oh my god.
I take
Hello? Do you not see what we look like? I mean, come on. Where have you been? Are you not from this place? Like, do you not know what a dragon looks like?
Actually, I'm new here.
Well, no,
I'm very new here.
I mean, like the material plane. You know? Come on.
I've been there for a few decades.
I mean, look at us. Yeah, look at us. Dragon. Come on. Yes, we're dragons. We're the best
All right,
dragons.
excellent. I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance. My name's Quidam. Lovelace is the pony, and Irony is the other person.
Oh yeah, the red one.
Ah, tiefling. What a dummy. Yeah, irony. Okay, well, and they will both fly up towards the top of this little hedge and look down towards Lovelace and Irony. Irony's just now starting to get up and brush themselves off.
Yeah.
Lovelace, are you still laying there?
Also getting up.
Okay.
At this point.
And they kind of perch up like little meerkats looking at you on top of the
Glaring,
brush.
just be like,
And they
I'm watching.
You know, it's all good fun.
oh, by the way, and then they the more bright orange one speaking you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Do you speak Sylvan, Quidam?
No, I do not.
Okay. So you don't understand. But the brighter orange one speaking in Sylvan towards you, Lovelace, says,
Really, no hard feelings. Come on, we're just having fun, right? You know, one fae to another. You are fae, right? I mean,
Lots of material plane folk don't know that though, so I'd appreciate it if you kept that between us.
Make a persuasion check.
Love those plus zeros. Hey, that's another 5.
Okay.
yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, just between us.
Shall we go check on dinner?
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fantastic. I'm very hungry.
Okay.
He just turns and stalks out of the room.
Leaving the room, and Irony just kind of waves at the two of them. I could really use some dinner. And they start walking out of the room, Irony does. And then one of the fairy dragons flits up to him and these little pollen into his face. Let's see.
It's gonna be a long dinner, isn't it?
Oh, did he just make it? I think he just made it. Yeah, he just made it. So yeah, I already just. Yes, thank you. It is really nice, but it didn't work this time. Is this gonna keep? Okay, just go eat some food. And the two fairy dragons will fly in behind as you all continue down the hall back towards the kitchen.
And I think Lovelace will actually go into the dining room.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're gonna go? Okay, so yeah, you.
I mean, by way of.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's where we're
open the
gonna eat.
door into the dining room. Yep. Go ahead. You can step on in, and stepping into this room, you can see. Let's see what is in this room. So there are the large windows off to your right, and that sunlight is shining through with the miasma swirling outside. So it's a strange like white light mixed with almost like water, those like water reflections of like blue, purples, and cyans kind of across this dining room. And you can see the garden outside. There is a crystal chandelier that hangs above the table. The table is made of this nice dark wood. And there are the 6 matching chairs with the scarlet cushions that surround the table. And then one chair off in the corner, the 7th chair, also with the cushion. So you step on into the room, Irony following behind. And as Irony walks in and the two fairy dragons come flying up to the door, and then they immediately kind of and they go, "Oh, I wouldn't go." And as you say that, as they're saying that, Lovelace, as you are pushing past these chairs to get towards the door where the kitchen is, the chair directly directly in front of the door, as you're pushing past it, you look down and you can see on the floor there is a tattered collar with a little brass tag on it, and little bits of fur kind of on the floor as you're holding onto this chair looking down at it. And then as that fairy dragon is going, I want to go in there, you watch as the chair you're holding onto suddenly rips in two at the
The
top.
chair is a mimic!
Where the top of the chair is, it rips in two, revealing this like rows and rows of sharp teeth and this big purple tongue that spills out and wraps up around your arm, pulling your arm down into this disgusting slathering mouth. So
Chair is
this
a
will
mimic.
be
I can't believe.
made with advantage for a 17 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay. Oh, also make. Yeah. So when you grab onto the chair, your hands become stuck to it, and then it just rips open, pulling one of your arms down into this little narrow mouth. And you watch as the back where the seat is, it kind of bends upward with this unnatural bending like motion, and another mouth peels open down there. And it 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Yep, that's absolutely a hit.
Okay. So, sorry, I've never played a mimic before, so I'm trying to figure out what they can do.
This is incredible. I love mimics.
I'm really excited. I've never got to use a mimic before, so I'm like, yeah.
So you say it's right in front of the door, so I'm like right here.
Yeah, I'll hold on. Yeah, it is right there. God, I keep looking at what it does, and then my brain just goes, nope, you didn't see that. Okay, 1d8. Okay, so you take 7 points of piercing damage, and your arm starts burning as it's pulled down into this mouth, and you take 6 points of acid damage.
Jesus Christ.
There it is.
So 7 points plus 6 points.
7 points of piercing plus 6 points of acid. And yeah, I already just goes, oh my god. And I need everybody to roll initiative. We are at 850 though, so maybe we roll initiative and then, wrap up the stream here. I don't know.
I want to fight this chair.
I know.
Nathan, let me fight this chair.
I really want to fight this chair. It's just we're
I'm gonna lose.
We're getting close to 9 here. Hey, cool. Cool. Hi, everybody. We have 17 viewers. It's very
I want
exciting.
to punch this chair.
Okay. Okay. Roll initiative. Everybody, roll initiative. Let's see. Maybe this won't be. We will. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll initiative. Let's see.
19.
19. Okay.
5.
I'm just gonna move the mimic. The mimic is, you were basically occupying the same space, but I'm just gonna move it there so that, okay, what'd you get, a 19?
19.
Okay, and Quidam, you got a 5. Irony, which, by the way, chat, for Irony, I am using this stat block, but I've been meaning to alter his stat block because I didn't realize, his stat block is way more powerful than I wanted this character to be, but it's just the one that I had on hand. So just letting chat know that. I'm not going to use his full abilities. Sorry, guys. But it is your adventure, and I want you to be the heroes and not the NPCs.
The chair food.
The chair food, yes.
Oh my god. I'm so happy.
Well, the fairy dragons just... and they just flit out of the room, and that will take us to Lovelace. You are up first.
I hate this place. And so, do I have use of my arm?
Right.
I want to start.
You are grappled, so you just can't move, but you can still make attacks normally and all that. So we'll say you have one of your arms while the other one's kind of getting pulled in. But if you want to escape, you'd have to make an athletics check to try to escape.
No, I'm gonna wail on this thing. I'm just deciding whether
it.
or not to rage first is the thing.
It's up to
I
you.
have one more rage on this day. The day of my chair's quinceanera. I'm at 9 health. It does acid damage. Barbarians don't think about raging. Barbarians get eaten by a chair, and barbarians smash chair.
Okay.
Okay. And so, just this shot of adrenaline of the pain of this arm, And like she just takes her pike and like tries to ram it down.
Okay.
Um.
Make your attack roll.
Okay. Okay.
Suplex the chair.
Lovelace. Single pike attack. I think I can't afford to attack recklessly. So let's just attack normally. 13.
That hits. Just.
7 plus 2 from rage, so 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. All right. And is that just one attack? I know you're only level 2, so.
Yeah, just one attack.
Okay.
I don't have my set bonus action because
Yeah.
I raged.
Okay, so you rage and slam the pike down into the chair. It kind of pierces into the red cushion, which you watch as the spear dips down into it, and some kind of strange purplish ichor kind of comes out of this. The cushion's much harder than you were expecting, and as you pull the tip of the spear out, you see all this disgusting white sticky fluid kind of pull off of your spear, and that strange mouth that is also formed on the bottom of the cushion kind of.
I think I don't actually pull it out. Like I've stabbed it in and then like let go of it.
Okay, so the spear is just sticking out of the top, just kind of. All right, that takes us to the mimic. The mimic. So you are grappled by it, and because you are grappled, it has advantage on attack rolls. That is a feature of this creature. So
I could have recklessly attacked. I guess it doesn't matter. But
Yes,
okay, cool.
yes.
Neat.
So, but you didn't know that. You didn't know that. But now you
Yeah.
realize that it, because your arm is stuck
I'm
on
in
it.
deep.
Yeah.
I'm in deep.
It's able to just open its mouth once more and start biting down onto your arm. So, a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You are going to take another
I have resistance to the first one at
7
least.
plus 3, 10 points of piercing, so 5. 5 piercing. Okay, and here comes the acid, which you do not have resistance to. 7
That's
acid. Oh no! Do you drop unconscious?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for
Okay.
me. That's it for old Lovelace.
So as it the big purple tongue pulls Lovelace's arm down into the, I guess, the back of this chair as its mouth is, and it's almost like a snake. Quidam, you see Lovelace's arm stretching out the back side of this chair as Lovelace is getting pulled into it, and you hear this as steam starts rising up from the mouth filled with teeth, and Lovelace, you just pass out as it's starting to pull you into its mouth.
It's a fainting couch.
Yeah. Okay, so that takes us to irony, which again his stats are not what I wanted, so I'm just going to try to homebrew, I guess, this very quickly with what is here. Let's see. I'll just say that he can only do up to this level of spells, everyone who's watching, which I guess you can't see, but yeah, second level of spells. I will make sure I update his thing before we start next thing. Oh, okay, cool. He can do this. So he runs up to the chair. He actually, because he has to push past you, Quidam, he slides onto the table with actually a decent amount of grace and looks incredibly worried as he reaches a hand out towards this mimic. And as his hand is reaching towards it, you watch between the fingers as all these sparks kind of sparking between each of his fingers. So he's going to attempt Shocking Grasp for an 11 to hit. No. So as he reaches towards it, he ends up sliding past, and his hand just overshoots as these bits of electricity are. And he goes, oh, shit, and tries to adjust himself on the table, getting ready to reach out once more with his hand. Okay, Quidam, you are up.
Oh dear, I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on Lovelace.
Okay, so you are stabilized, right?
Stabilized.
Okay.
You are still passed out, but you do not have to make death saving throws. from
I'm
here
also
on
being
out.
chewed on, which
That,
doesn't seem stable.
according to my spell description, you are stable.
Cool.
So spare the dying.
With my Spare the Dying. Lovelace, stay with me. And then I'm gonna shout, Coriander, cumin, help!
Okay.
And I don't know, would this be a bonus action or a full action to toss my spear to Irony?
You can do that. A free action. Just throw it across, and he catches it.
All right, and then I will ready myself.
Okay. Lovelace, you are stabilized, so no death saving throws. Actually, let me do something. Oh, okay. Okay. It is now the mimic. It seems to, as the spear flies across the table and as Irony slid across, you watch as that other mouth on the cushion kind of, and it like twitched towards that movement, and then you watch as the lower chair left leg bends up, and it flicks out almost like a strange tentacle, which has a strange wood-like texture to it, but it whips out in a very a whip-like motion towards Irony. So it's going to make this attack. 23. Okay, that hits Irony. 1, 2, 3. Okay, does 5 damage to Irony. So it
That would have been a nice amount of damage to take.
Yeah,
I could have done that.
Slams into Irony, who and is getting ready. It is now his turn. Let's see with the spear. He looks at the spear and goes, honestly, I think, and he just reaches.
With the pointy end.
He just reaches out with his hand. Oh my God, Irony, you suck. And he tries to grab onto that pseudopod that is now pulling back away from him, and he misses once more with a burst of
He has
electricity.
like a spear in one hand.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah. And it does not hit. Okay. Quidam, you are up.
I am going to channel Divinity Pass to the Grave, making the mimic vulnerable to whatever damage it next receives.
Making it vulnerable to... Okay, does it make a save or anything?
Nope, it just happens, I believe.
Wow.
Yep,
And
it
it's-
just happened.
has a time until the end of your next turn, right?
Until end of my next turn, that's right.
Wow. This
so
is
Irony better hit.
Is this a spell?
No, this
It's a
is
cantrip.
Divinity.
This
No.
is.
Oh. Wow. Oh, it's a grave cleric thing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is I mean, what does it look like you doing this?
I don't know that I've ever done this before.
Mhm.
What would this look like? I think I'm actually gonna pray. I think I'm panicking.
Okay.
I'm gonna just look up, maybe out the windows,
Mm-hmm.
and say, Sandy, I'd really like some help right now, and then just kind of pointing at the mimic. And there's this small flash of almost shadow.
Yeah.
That a flash of shadow, sure, a flash of shadow.
Out from your hand
Yeah, onto and kind of sinks into the chair.
into the chair. And as you as this happens, for just a moment, you see this kind of flash, almost swirling flash of this green, bright verdant green form that just slightly humanoid in shape, that then just dissipates out into the air, right above the mimic. Okay, next up, the door behind behind Lovelace bursts open as the flitting of wings. The two homunculi come flying in. Ah! Oh no! As they come flying in, seeing this, can they even do? I think they're really...
Make me taste better.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay, sure. They come flying down, going, ah!
Let her go.
Let her go! Fuck! And they will fly down. Sure, they can flank. They are smart enough to know how to use flanking. So they will get advantage on these attacks. And natural 20!
Great! It has vulnerability!
And it's vulnerable.
Okay, well, I'm really sorry, Quidam, but these creatures do 1 piercing damage. No bonuses, just 1 piercing damage.
But they get to re-roll 2.
So
They get to...
No, literally, it's just 1.
Yeah,
If you
they get to roll twice as much dice, though, which is 0.
It's
Because
fine.
it's a crit.
It's fine.
Oh.
2 damage. It'll be 2 damage. You are
But then
right.
does
You
the
are
path to the
right,
grave-
Olive, that technically that, but yeah, what?
So does the path to the grave double the 2, or
No, it would.
No.
I
The
think it would
2
just.
is doubled.
I think it would just be 1 doubled. They literally do 1 damage. That's it.
oh, because you don't roll any dice?
I don't
of
roll any
course.
dice. It's just
Oh my
1
gosh.
damage. So they do 2 damage. But that one hit. So the mimic needs to do something because.
Low levels are absurd.
So yeah, who was it that did that? That was Cumin. So Cumin goes flying around behind and flies towards this mimic face first with his little hands out, and he grabs onto it and bites down with his mouth,
It's a
doing
good bite.
2
it's a good bite,
damage.
Brent.
Yeah, biting into it, and the mimic needs to do a save, a con save. I got an 11. That might actually be enough? These little guys are so like, yeah, that's enough. So nothing happens as and then Coriander is also going to.
Okay, here we go. With a 17 that hits.
And he does 1 damage. And then the mimic now needs to make another con save.
Claire, we talked so long about like how good our abilities would synchronize. Like, I do high amounts of damage, you could double
It's
it,
fine. Okay.
and we blow it on a homunculus fight. This was our moment, Quidam.
Oh well.
So good.
We've never adventured together.
Well, it's just great because you were like, Cumin, Coriander, help! And then it got to the turn when something attacks and they attack and they do 1 damage. Okay, Lovelace, you are still unconscious as the chair
Thanks.
is starting to like
Yep.
pull you into its mouth.
Have
the
you ever
mimic-
seen a like boa constrictor eat a zebra?
Yep.
It's like arm first, not a good scene. That's what I'm imagining right now. Just
So
like I'm like so much mass, and
yeah,
I'm just getting like hefted.
as this chair is like it's stretching like a snake on the back as
Yeah.
it's trying to pull Lovelace into it. Yeah, it's really gross.
I'm
But
so alive.
this little squirrel thing just bit it real hard. Oh, God, chat's gonna probably hate me for this, but It's gonna whip its pseudopod out towards Kumin. Oh, it hit with the 17.
Rip!
Oh no. Okay, here we go. Kumin might survive.
I couldn't survive. I was a raging barbarian.
Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. 1d8 plus 3. I rolled a 2. Kumin has 5 hit points.
Oh!
What?
Oh no, never mind.
The pseudopod whips out towards Kumin, and with a little Kumin goes flying into the window, slams into it, and just shatters into a million pieces of clay and dust. So Kumin's been eliminated. Irony looking incredibly worried and upset as this clay and dust is settling in the air. Oh and is going to shocking grasp once more because he has dropped the spear at this point and is just trying to grab this thing with his hand. Come on. Oh my god! Irony! Yeah, I saw No One's Hero say earlier, this is like Azaka all over again. Azaka was an NPC in our campaign together, and Azaka was useless in our game. So, Quidam, as Irony is trying to reach out and grab this thing, he manages to grab onto it, but the sparks seem to not quite take hold. They're just kind of running up the body.
Hold the dead.
Okay, it makes...
I'm pulling out my mirror.
Yeah.
Whiz save.
Whiz save. Okay. 20. I got a 20, so it saves. It's a really, it's a really wise chair.
Nothing happens. I'm waving my mirror around.
Okay. Anything else?
I wish I had bonus actions.
Oh.
How many channel divinities do you have?
1.
Oh.
Low levels are absurd.
I love it. Level 2.
I'm gonna flank.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, get some of that advantage going.
Yep.
Oh.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Coriander. Just.
Kumin,
Coriander, no!
you fucking bastard!
I'm just gonna try to bite down onto the. 13 hits. 1 damage. It'll make a con save.
There are DPS. They have done more damage than the wizard.
Yeah, failed the save. Okay, so how does this work? I think it's just. Okay, so saving throw or wait, I got a 5. Oh, that okay. Oh, okay.
There's a roller coaster here and I don't know.
Sorry. So for chat, the reason I went oh is because of that. This right here. That is exciting. So as Coriander bites down onto the chair, and you just hear this strange as the mouth is like. Quidam, you watch as it. And the tongue just suddenly goes limp and falls out of the mouth, and Lovelace is not being pulled into it, and the other mouth just and like saliva and goop just starts pouring out, and it seems to slump onto the ground, the 4 legs seeming to give out as it just slumps down onto the ground. You can still see there's a bit of like movement as it's kind of undulating there, but it seems to have stopped trying to eat Lovelace. So Lovelace, you're still unconscious. it is now the mimic's turn. Let me see. Okay. It is now Irony's turn. Who's sitting there going, Did you just kill it? Looking at Coriander, and Coriander goes,
No, but it is unconscious right now, so we should really fuck it up right now.
and then Irony goes, oh, yeah, okay. And he reaches down to do
I swear to
shocking
God,
grasp.
Irony, if you miss this.
24 to hit. Yeah, okay. He rolled a natural.
He won
one. He rolled a natural. Okay, so according to this, 2d8 lightning damage. Again, I'm sorry if any of you are sticklers to this. It's probably wrong because I need to updo things. Oh my God, I did not mean to roll 4d8. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I don't know why it rolled 4. I got a 2 and a 5, so 7 damage. And I think something else happens with Shocking Grasp. It can't take reactions.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so digs both his hands into it, and there's a and energy and lightning kind of course throughout the body of this chair.
Probably Lovelace twitches.
Yeah. I'm assuming that would wake it up. Because I think when you're unconscious and you take damage, you become conscious. So it becoming awake once more, and that brings us to Quidam.
Toll the dead.
Okay.
Hit it with the mirror,
Hit it
Lovelace
with the
would
mirror.
say. Just-
Oh, I got a 5. Okay.
All right, thank God.
Get that D12 out.
8.
8 damage.
Not bad.
Damage. Oh man. So again, you hear this faint boom, and you just see as you're holding your mirror out towards it, you just see as the mimic and it starts writhing and convulsing, but it is still up. Okay, Coriander is going to try to bite it.
Stun lock.
Come on!
Nope, and he misses as his little jaw just
that's a
snaps.
mistake.
Yeah. Okay, Lovelace still out. The mimic. It is going to. It's going to. I mean, it would go for Irony, honestly, because you're just standing there holding a mirror. Irony just like put his hands on it, and you can see as Irony pulls away, there's that sticky, like stretchy, white viscous mucus that pulls off of it as he pulls away. It's going to attempt to bite onto Irony with its other mouth. So it's cushiony mouth, the red velvet peeling open once more, and it bites towards Irony with a 23 to hit. It's going to do 3 piercing damage, or 4 piercing damage.
What is this weak damage? Why was it doing so much damage?
I
because
don't
I'm
know.
grappled.
Ow, 7 acid. Ow. Okay. Ow, Irony's looking real bad as he and his hands get pulled into the cushion as the jaws
So, like, he
snap
tries
down
to
on his
pull his
forearms.
hands back.
Yeah, tries to pull his hands back, and then it bites down onto his forearms and pulling him in. All right. Irony, with his hands in it, is going to attempt to do Shocking Grasp. $18. And he does 2d8. So, Irony with his hands in there, the jaws clenching down around his forearms. You see blood spilling down his arms, and he says something in. What languages do you know?
Common, Elvish, Gnomish, and Celestial.
Okay, so you don't understand what he says, but as he says it, you suddenly see this burst of light from within the mimic, and that kind of strange translucent quality that skin gets when there's a flashlight like shining through it, as inside of the red velvety chair, and sparks just out. Lovelace kind of twitches, and this thing just and steam and smoke start rising off of it as Irony's in there, and it just convulses, and then the jaws go limp and just slide off of Irony's arms, and the jaws that are pulling Lovelace into it also go limp, and the whole chair starts to slump down onto the ground in this strange leathery rubbery mass with purple ichor spilling out of its jaws, and Lovelace, you just collapse down on top of it, still your right arm down inside of its body. And yeah, silence takes the room as dust hangs in the air.
What kind of dust?
Dust from clay. And I think that is where we're going to end tonight's session. So, whew. Yeah.
Lovelace doesn't even sit in chairs. It wasn't even a sit down kind of situation. It's like, this is in my way.
This is in my way.
This world is not built for centaurs.
No.
Oh.
Well.
Oh.
Yeah. That was great, guys. I'm so sorry, Lovelace.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. You got bullied by fairy dragons and then devoured by a
I ended up
chair.
on the ground a lot this session. It's true.
And yeah, poor Kuman.
Oh gosh. Thank you for letting us do that combat, Nathan.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to do it too. It's just, I do live with someone else. I don't want to be staying up too late and all that. And also, I shouldn't stay up too late. So, yeah. And yeah, limits are good. We have a little cliffhanger, so. Okay.
Oh boy.
Thank you to both of you, Olive and Claire, as always. This is such a pleasure. And thank you to Quidam and Lovelace. I'm really enjoying getting to know these characters.
Same.
Thank you to chat. Thank you so much. There was a lot of great interactions tonight. I loved the name suggestions for the cats. We have Liver Shrub now, canon. And who knows, maybe there are more cats, although it seems there used to be one other cat, unfortunately.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's the collar!
That's the collar.
We were too late!
Yeah.
I'm so evil.
There's some environmental storytelling right there.
Not spleen leaf. I love you, chat. That was great.
Thanks for the raid. Whoever raided us.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, but thank you if you're still here. That was super cool. Okay, well, good night, everyone. And we will be back on Monday at 7:30, back to our usual schedule.
Yes.
Good night.
Okay, have a good night.
Good night.